Well, hello everyone again. I am going to start a video on how to do an edging on your fleece throws. Now, my sister wanted me to help her do that, and so I thought I would put a video out there for everyone else that might want to do it. What I did was pick up two fleece throws. These are very inexpensive. And they were both the same size, so make sure they're the same size. 50 by 60 inch on this one, 50 by 60 inch on this one. But the big thing is to find them with this edging on here. They already have this sort of a, I don't know, I guess it's a sewn edging. And that's what we're going to crochet off of. So when you take the two fleeces, you put them back to back. And then you go all the way around them with crochet. So you pick a color that you like. I'm going to pick Simply Soft in blues for this set. But today I am going to do one with, we're not going to use the blue and the gray today. We are using this pretty red plaid and a blue backing. So the two of them are the same size, and they both have that stitching along the edge. See the stitching there? And so what I need to do is go around and clip all the way around to hold it together. You can use safety pins or clothespins or those clips that you get from, see, I have a whole package here full of clips. These are those quilting clips that are out there. You can get them on Amazon. I got 100 of them. There's way too many for me, but I can use them. And then for this color, so we got the plaid on one side, which actually I got the plaid at Goodwill for next to nothing. And the blue one I had from last year, I had picked up, I think from Walmart. And it was, again, very inexpensive. But it makes a great gift. And if you can find these in baby size, it's a great baby gift. Or you can cut out fleece for the front and back fleeces and do baby blankets that way in a smaller size. They're quick and easy to do. This one I'm going to use white for my edging so that's easier to see it. And that is the video we're going to do today. I also picked up this. I thought this was cute for Christmas. Has Christmas lights on it. And again, I've got red, but I'm going to do red for the background. And they have that stitching on them. So that one does too. And that one I might just use the white also for the edging on it. It's, I think the red would kind of disappear and the blue would kind of disappear. It could be white, could be yellow, because they do have yellow in here. And they do have a little pink in here too, which I thought was interesting. But since it's got Christmas lights, I figured I'd keep it in a Christmas tone. White is very neutral. And you can do that on any of them. Okay, another thing to consider is, to be ready, is on your yarn, you need to find the tail that comes out of the center of the ball, and that is not always easy to find. This particular one came with the tail, but if you look at the other end, there's this funny strand. You need to pull that out. That one's actually holding the other end. So if you start to pull on it, the whole center wad will come out. So you want to make sure you're ready with that. And then what I'm using is a J. Can I get it to focus? Kind of. It's a J or a, how many millimeters is that? I can't read it, you guys. Here. All right, there we go. 6 millimeter J hook. And my yarn is ready to go. Okay, to get started, we need to make a slip knot on our hook. We take the end of our yarn, and we are going to create a slip knot. And a slip knot is basically a loop, and you're going to take the working end and stick it through that loop, just like that, and that's where your hook goes. When you pull on this end, well, you can pull on both of them, but one end, it's going to slide. And that's how we get that slip knot. I might refer it to as a slip stitch in the next piece, but it's really a slip knot. When you have a slip stitch, you're slipping one stitch into the next. So I'll show you that again. This is how I do it. I grab it and go like that. Zoop, just like that. I don't expect you to necessarily do it my way. Do it whatever way works for you. Let's try that again. We're going to have a loop. And we need to get the working yarn through that loop. Stick your hook in there. And that's how we're going to start. Okay, now that we have our slip stitch on our hook, this is our working end of the yarn. We're going to pick up our corner here. I'm going to start right in here. What we're looking for is that very edge strand. You see that little edge strand there? And that little edge strand there. We're trying to get both of those. You go through, take your working yarn, and you're going to yarn over. And in this case, you're going to pull it through the colored ones, and you're going to pull it through that slip stitch that you had on your hook, and you're going to pull it so that it's somewhat tight, but not super tight. And now we're going to do a chain one. Yarn over, chain one. Okay, now we're ready to go to the next one. I'm going to put this end strand in the back. If you know how to do this, you can put it along the top and crochet right over it, but I'm going to come back to it later and weave it in later. Right now, what we're trying to do is catch this strand in every one of these all the way around. So it takes a while. This is the hardest part. We are going to find that top strand there and the top strand there. And we're going to yarn over, pull it through. Now I have two on the hook. Yarn over, pull it through those two. That's a single crochet. Now we're going to find the top of that and the top of that. We're going to yarn over, grab it, pull it through, yarn over, pull it through two. So now we're starting our little chain looking edge, where this is just single crochet all the way around. So we're just going to keep doing this. Make sure you get both sides. This one seems to have like two little strands here, and that one seems to have, see the two little strands there. Just go through. You're going to yarn over, pull it through, yarn over, pull it through two. So we're going to continue this. Pull it through. Sometimes it's hard to get them both at the same time, but right here and right, where are you? Here. Okay, pull it through. Pull it through. Let's see what's happening. So that first one we did the slip stitch, and then we did it through the slip stitch, and then we did a chain one to make it high enough, and now we're going to do single crochets all the way along. So I want you to do that in every single one of those little spots. See all those little spots? Every one of these, all the way down around. When you get to the corners, just go ahead and go right around the corner, but do maybe a little bit looser right in here, just so it has a little give to go around that corner. But you don't really need to put any extras in here. I think it'll be just fine. And when you get back to this point, I'll come back and show you how to hop up to the next level and do the next row. Okay, have fun. Okay, we're back. Now we've gone all the way around with a single crochet, and now I'm just reaching the very beginning again. I'm going to finish this up with you. We're going to find the next strand, yarn over, pull it through, yarn over, pull it through. That's our single crochet. We're continuing that all the way up to the end. And we're going to do it in this very last one, and we're going to share it with the first one. Okay, so that's okay right there. See where we are? All right, this very first one, we had a little bit of a slip stitch or a chain at the top, and we're going to go in here right underneath those two and pull up a loop and do a single crochet out of it. So we're going to yarn over and pull it through. Now we need to chain just one. Okay, now we're tall enough to do our next round. We're going to be doing half double crochets, and a half double crochet is a yarn over. We're going to go in the hole right there. We're going underneath both of the strands of the V there. So we're yarn over, going in, pulling up a loop, yarn over, pull it through all three at once. Okay, here we go again. Yarn over, go in the next hole, pull up a yarn or a loop, yarn over, pull through all three. In, pull up. Oops, what did I do? I didn't yarn over first. Yarn over, pull it through, yarn over, pull it through all three. Okay, let me go a few more and we'll show you what it's going to look like. Now this edging is very simple and very solid, and not a not one that has the little shells and the ripply. So it's real good. Just if somebody doesn't really like the frills, they just want a nice solid edge, this will work out just fine. Okay, there we go. So this is where we started, and that's where we're going to be at for this round. And then the last round we're going to do single crochets again. But right now we're going to do this. I want you to do this half double crochet in each one of these. So you're going to go under the V. See the V there? You're going to go in each one of the holes that you've created there. Go all the way around, and I'll meet you back when we come to connect the next round. All right? We'll see you in a little bit. Okay, now that we've gone all the way around with our half double crochet, all the way around the edges, it's starting to look really nice. And I know I said that we would do just a single crochet along the top, but I think it would look better with a double crochet now. So let's do that instead. Let's finish this round with the half double crochet, and we are going to yarn over, go under the two at the top, go through all three, do that one, that one, that one, and this one. This is the last one before the round. And let me move in a little. Okay, we're going to go in the last spot here. Go in here and do our very last half double crochet right there. Now we want to go into the top of this first one here, and we will just go in and pull up a loop, yarn over, and connect it with a single crochet. Now we're going to chain two, 1, 2. Now we're going to start doing our double crochets in each of these holes, but we're going to do it in the hole right here. We're not going to go under the top two like we did last time. Now we're going to go through the hole, under the whole stitch right there. All right. We are going to take these chain, and that will be considered your first double crochet in this hole. So we're going to start over here. All right, so we're going to do a yarn over. This is your double crochet. Yarn over, go in the hole that you need, pick up a loop, yarn over, pull through two, yarn over, pull through two. It's a lot like your half double crochet where you pull through all three. Well, now you're going to separate it and do one and then two. Yarn over, go through. We're making in that hole right there. See the hole? Okay, then yarn over, one, yarn over, two. And you're going to go through those. Yarn over. I know I use my thumb a lot and I get in the way. I'm hoping you can see what I'm doing. Here, here, yarn over, here and here. Okay, so that's the beginning of your double crochets. It makes a nice little lattice looking piece, and I think that'll come out a lot nicer. And when we get around the last edge, I'll make a decision right before we get there to decide if we're just going to do a slip stitch all the way around just to end it, or maybe do a single crochet all the way down. I like to do the last one as some kind of a tighter stitch, like a slip stitch, where all you do is go around and it kind of tightens it up and makes a nice edge on it. It's not as soft and fuzzy. It'll hold it together better, but we'll decide that when we get to that point. So I will see you when you get all the way around your blanket and we get back to this point. See you in a minute. Okay, hi guys, we're back. We just finished this last round. This is a round 3 of the double crochets all the way around. I hope you're getting the hang of this. It's really a lot of fun. It looks good. We're going to do one more round, and I decided it's going to be a single crochet, and that will make these little lattice holes kind of pop out a little bit more and be a lot more sturdy edge on here. So let's get started. I will move that aside and I will zoom in a little. There we go. All right, so we're going to do our last few stitches here. This is a double crochet, so we're going to go in here. 1, 2, go in here. 1, 2, oh. 1, 2, and that one last one there. There we go. 1, 2. Okay, this is the chain that we used on the last round to make it get a little taller to start doing the double crochets. And to attach to this chain, we need to do a slip stitch. So all you do is go in, pull up a loop, and then pull that loop right through the one you had. That's called a slip stitch. And now we're going to chain 1, and we are going to do single crochets in all of these, but we're going to go in the hole like we were doing down below. We're going to go in this hole here, not just underneath these two. We're going to go under the whole stitch in that hole, and that hole, and that makes it a lot easier just to find it. So to do the single crochet, I think I'm going to start by going right into this one here. Even though this would be considered the first one, I think I'm going to go in here so it doesn't look like we have a sort of a gap there. So you go in, you pull up a loop, yarn over, pull it through 2. Pull up a loop, yarn over, pull it through the 2. So these are your single crochets. See how that's kind of pulling the top edge together? And then we don't have that little gap right here either. That helps. So we will continue around, do some more. So we pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull it through 2. Pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, so we're just going to go down a few more. Okay, I'm going to stop right there for now. And you can always do a little stretch on it to make everything kind of settle. And there we go. That's what we're going to be looking forward to. It's this nice little lattice edge. I want you to go all the way around your blanket doing that. And when you get back to this original spot right here, I will meet up with you then, and we will talk about how to finish off your round. Okay? We'll see you in a little bit. Okay, so here we are. We finally made it around our last round of single crochets. And see how this has been building up? We have such a beautiful border now. And that's where we're going to stop. If you want to continue and do something else along the edge, you're more than welcome to continue if you feel confident in doing that. Right now we're just going to finish up our last piece here. We have a little bit here, and then I'll clip it off and tie in that end, and we'll be all finished for now. So let me zoom in. Okay, there we go. This is where we end right here. For some reason it looks like we have 2 going in there, but that's okay. We're gonna just go right along and do our single crochets up to the end. Again, you've been doing this all the way around, so you're really used to this now. We go in and pull it up and draw through 2 on each one. And pull up, draw through 2. There. Okay, and I think what we'll do is go in between these 2. If you happen to have just one there, that's fine. Just go to the next spot. We're going to go here, but since this is the beginning of the next round, we don't want this to come out as a big bump right here. So I'll show you what we're going to do. I'm just going to go right in the middle in between those 2 and do that last single crochet. And then we're just going to do a slip stitch. Go in, pull up, and pull through. And we are going to now clip off our yarn. Give ourselves a little bit of room in case something goes awry, but we always have to have a little extra. With that end, we're going to grab it and pull it through that loop and pull it all the way through. And there you go. You're at your end. And we don't have a huge bump right there. And what we'll do is just take that end and we're going to try to weave it through somewhere in here, whatever looks good to you. If you find a way to go through. Oh, let's see. Oop, I want to go under that. And let's go through here. Okay. I'm going to grab it and pull it through. All right. And then we're going to kind of weave it down, all the way down to here. Let me go back a little bit so we're not on top of each other. All right, so you want it to go around things, so maybe we'll go this way and go around that guy. And maybe we'll find a way to get in here. If you have a smaller hook, it'd probably be easier. But at this point, this is what you have in your hand, so you might as well just use it. I'm going to find a spot here. Let's go through here. You go any old which way you can so that you don't see it. You just sort of trace it through somewhere. Find a way back down. And then what I want to do now, I'm going to go in between these two. Here, I'll come in a little bit more. I'm going to go in between the blankets. And then I'm going to come up somewhere kind of snug, like right between these strands right there. I'm going to grab the end. And I'm just going to pull it down inside of the blanket. Let's see, I could probably pull it this way. Go back a little. Okay. Let's, I'm going to go back in here. I'm going to try to pull this strand down. There we go. I'm just going to kind of send it down in between the blanket there. And maybe we'll just clip it. Okay. And then if we kind of wiggle it, we'll get that little piece to go down in there. Come on. Doesn't want to go, so let's trim a little more of it off. Okay, there it goes. It's going to go in between the blanket. Then you don't see that end. And remember that first one that I had? I already did that to it. It was hanging off here. So there you go. We're at the end. Thank you for watching. I hope it worked out for you. If you have any questions, you can always ask them at the bottom in the comment section. And I think it came out really nice just for a simple straight-on border. No frills. And you learn to do a single crochet, a half double crochet, a double crochet, and a slip stitch. So there you go. Very good. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you want more. Let me know if you want me to show you different borders. Give me a thumbs up and give me some comments down below. I hope you enjoy your blanket. See you next time.